Michelle Williams got her ass out. She left Chad Johnson and bounced. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Analytical. I'm coming to you straight out of NYC on this Thursday evening. So I know people have been talking about it for a while, the breakup between her and Chad Johnson. But I'm going to be honest with you, I was dealing with some things and I had to basically, take some time off of YouTube. However, I'm going to talk about this because I have my insight on this. It says, according to People.com, Michelle Williams and Chad Johnson end their engagement inside their rocky relationship. Destiny Child singer Michelle Williams and pastor Chad Johnson have endured many ups and downs in their year and a half together. The couple, who, according to a since-deleted Instagram story from Williams on Friday, have split, spoke to People and other outlets numerous times throughout their relationship, outlining their love for one another and the bumps they hit along the way. Below, a timeline of their highs and lows in their words. So Williams was 38 and Johnson's 41. They first met in March 2017 at an Arizona spiritual retreat run by Johnson, a life coach who has also worked as a chaplain for pro sports teams, including the Pittsburgh Steelers and LA Dodgers. I was in a horrible, dark place, Williams previously told People. I just needed to go somewhere where I could get a message of hope and restoration, rejuvenation, get connected to God. Johnson could relate. When we met, both of us were in very similar places on a personal level, he explained, adding he had all but given up on dating. Michelle was coming off the heels of a really bad relationship, and I was just in a place of despair as well. Now, in the earlier times, basically, they hit it off immediately. They remained focused on the purpose of the Elevate International Retreat. She said he was attractive, but she didn't want to flirt with the pastor. But when they parted ways, they did keep in touch, and the friend of Johnson's encouraged him to pursue Williams. And basically, he tried to kick some game to her, and then a week later, he was on vacation with his nephews, and he went out to raise, and Michelle Williams slid into his DMs, and the rest was what happened. The history. So they made it official within 4 months at a wedding, and they kissed. And then afterwards, they started dating. So that was like in 2017. Then in March, he proposed. Then it fell off. Now, I got some things to say, because I didn't want to read all that, because we all know what it is. The problem with Michelle Williams was that Michelle Williams wanted to be with him because she felt as though she didn't want to be the odd duckling in Destiny's Child. Now, let's keep it real. Everybody in Destiny's Child, even the previous members, they all have children. All except for, I think, 1 or 2, besides Michelle, aren't married. But they all have children. The thing is that Farrah Franklin wasn't even in the group that long. So you don't really count her as being significant. I do believe she has a child. But the last time I heard, she was dancing in showers. Like, she was just a mess. Like, she was just, that girl, I don't know what happened to her. I really don't know. I mean, she had a promising career, but then again, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, as for Michelle Williams wanted to be like Kelly and Beyonce. She wanted to be a wife and have a child. But she wanted to have a child the right way in her mind. Excuse me. She wanted to have a child the right way in her mind, which was, get married first and have the kid, because she's an ultra Christian. But the reality is that in this day and age, I don't care what nobody says, you don't really have to do it like that. Like, if you get to a point in your life where you know, okay, time is running out, I think that if I want to be a mom, I need to be a mom. Because let's be realistic. Anybody can get married. You can get married tomorrow and say, hey, I have nothing to do. We both love each other. You want to get married? Why not? Sure. Let's go down to City Hall. Okay, let's go. And guess what? Y'all is married. But the problem is when you're a Christian like Michelle and you have the baby before marriage, you get judged. And they condemn you for that, but you don't get condemned when you are having a affair with the pastor, or you're molesting the kids, or you're stealing the church money, things that I would say is a sin. But premarital sex and having a baby out of wedlock, I really don't think it's a sin. Because in the old days, from what I've learned, once you had sex with somebody, he was officially your husband. So I think what Michelle has to do what Michelle needs to do best. And I think what Michelle needs to do, to be fair, Michelle needs to basically live her life for herself. Don't live your life for others. And I think that's what she did with Chad. Chad was not a good match for her. First of all, let's talk about the aesthetic. When you look at the aesthetic, Chad did not fit her image. Chad, and it's not his skin color. Chad had a big head with her long, skinny face. Chad was too muscular for her boniness, and she's not shapely. Then Chad's family didn't like her. That's very important. The family didn't like her. They didn't trust her. Then Chad talked about how he didn't like to talk about race. That was a huge red flag, and she did catch it. Then Chad told her, have you taken your meds? And when all that happened, I think looking at the footage, she probably realized, I don't really want to be in this relationship. But what I think really went down too, I think it was arrangement that they were trying to pull on Michelle. I think that Michelle Williams was being forced to marry him. Because I think in certain managers, they want you to promote that whole interracial relationship image. And it's not for everybody. And she wanted a black man. His body type was what she wanted, but she didn't want a white man. And I think they were forcing that upon her. And she didn't want it. It wasn't her happily ever after. But this is why when you know what it is, you got to go and get it. You got to go and get it. And I think, Michelle, if that's what you knew you want the whole time, why didn't you pursue it? Why didn't you just come out and just say, listen, I know how old I am. I know I want a chocolate man. I want to have muscles. This is who I want to be with. Because if you want something in life, no matter what, you're going to get it. Okay? If you feel the need to go out and pursue it, go out and pursue it. Don't be like Michelle Williams. Because I feel as though Michelle Williams, at her age, in my humble opinion, I think she kind of waited a little bit too long. She wasn't dating. And then to be fair, Michelle Williams, you never really saw her man. You never really saw her with a date. And that's why. And so with that being said, I'm happy that she got out. But I'm going to talk about Michelle Williams some more because some more news hit. But I just think that Michelle Williams' story is a lesson for all. And for all you youngers out there, if you know a relationship isn't right and you don't feel right and it's not feeling good, and if you see the signs where when you be with that person, your life is in chaos, you messing up, you're not doing stuff that you would normally do, pack your bags and get out. And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Analytical. I'm signing out. Stay tuned for my next audio that I got coming up because I'm coming with the real. And on that note, take care and have a good one. Oh, and share this video. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Comment. I would love to read all of your comments. And thank you for listening, and good night.